Popular content creator DDG recently had a restraining order filed against him by the mother of his child, Halle Bailey, after she accused him of a whole laundry list of things, such as chipping her tooth, breaking her property, being aggressive around her son, and more. TMZ put out an article on the situation, which DDG actually ended up reacting to live on air because he happened to be streaming with Adin Ross at the time that it dropped. However, DDG's fans and friends immediately came to his defense, saying that all of it is lies, including his own mother putting out a statement, with Halle's fans being shocked, standing by her and using the pictures as defense against the other side. Welcome to the internet versus DDG and Halle Bailey. It starts when a TMZ tweets out their article with the title, "Halle Bailey claims DDG attacked her, gets restraining order." Michelle replies, "Crazy thing is, she kept quiet this long to protect his image, and he kept trying to make her look like a horrible person." The creator replies, "This mermaid bitch lying just because she got caught with Brent." And AP replies, "This getting this many likes is concerning for multiple reasons. Mainly, how the fuck would she be lying when there's pics of her bruised body and chipped tooth, you waste of nut?" And Wins replies, "We stand with DDG. We don't believe Ursula." Ju then quote tweets TMZ saying, "Bro, what the fuck?" But the screenshots say, "Halle Bailey says that she's had enough of DDG allegedly abusing her. She's filed a police report and now wants court-ordered protection from the father of her child." In docs, she claims things first got physical in January. They broke up back in October. And Halle says DDG came over to pick up their son, Halo, and she tried to start a conversation with the rapper about a child visitation schedule. As she was buckling Halo into the car seat, she claims DDG grew agitated and repeatedly said, "Get out of my car, bitch." Halle says the baby was crying and she got nervous about DDG leaving with him in such an agitated state. That's when they allegedly started wrestling, with DDG pulling her hair, slamming her face on his steering wheel, and chipping her tooth. Halle says that she was in pain and crying, and although that stopped the fighting, she was still worried about Halo, so she remained in the car for the ride over to DDG's house, where she told his family what happened. Once they told her they would take care of the baby, she left hysterical with bruises on her arms to accompany her chipped tooth. She attached photos of her injuries in her request for a restraining order. She also alleges DDG creeped her out in March when he showed up at her home, entered the house without permission, went up to her bedroom, and texted a pic of Halle's empty bed to her, along with the text, "Now I know what you been on, lol." Halle says she interpreted the text as DDG accusing her of having S with other people. 4 days later, she claims he really exploded when he came back to her house. Halle told him she and the baby were sick and she didn't want Halo to leave home, and she claims that's when he got verbally abusive, smashed her Ring camera, and ran away with Halle's phone. As he drove off, she claims DDG threw the phone out his window and yelled at her, "Go get it, bitch." The incident prompted Halle to go file a police report, and she says she also has Ring footage to back up her side of the story. And the images attached of the text messages are from DDG, where he sends her a couple tweets. The first one being from Kirkland that says, "Pretty much confirms the Halle Bailey Brent Faiyaz rumors. Keeping Halo away from DDG while Brent playing stepdad in St. Lucia is nasty work." And DDG says, "This foul, bet," attaching a picture of Brent, and a tweet that says DDG can't see his son because Halle took Halo to go be with Brent in St. Lucia, treacherous. And DDG says, "You think you hurted my feelings when you really just ruining your own image. This is a terrible look. Makes you look disgusting and evil. Enjoy your vacation. Happy Mother's Day, but just have the same energy when it's my turn to have him. I'm on the same shit." Fearbook tweets out, "Halle Bailey accuses DDG of physical abuse, breaking into her home, sending her a photo from her bed to imply cheating, verbally abusing her, destroying her Ring camera, throwing her phone out of his car, inciting fans against her during live streams, and creating a threatening environment around their son." Gucci Fur replies, "Who wanna bet she ruined the relationship? He moved on and she's mad he ain't pressed about her and now she's scornful." JB replies with this gif in the caption, "Crazy how any female can just accuse you and destroy your career." Ty replies, "She's telling her story and don't give a fuck what nobody else gotta say. Y'all not finna gaslight my girl." And 4 replies, "Yo girl, you are a regular civilian." And live on air, DDG heard about this when Scuba Ryan tweets out this clip with the caption, "DDG and Adin Ross's reaction to finding out TMZ released information about Halle Bailey filing a restraining order against DDG."
Alright, I'm looking at her story now. What? Oh, fuck. Fuck all that, fuck all that. Don't even.
That can't even be real.
Fuck all that, bro. Fuck all that.
But that can't even be real. That's the thing.
But don't even. But you remember we talked about last night? Fuck all that. Let me say something. It's not.
No, I'm saying, but I don't know where that even came from.
Yo, stop these fake allegations. This is a father This is a real person. It's a good human
not
being.
even- but I don't
But hey,
understand.
bro, we on stream, bro.
Come on, like I gotta be
Just
the
don't
celebrity.
do it, bro.
mad.
Come here,
This
come
shit
here.
don't even make no
Fuck
sense.
all that. That's my real friend. We're not gonna do no false shit to ruin this stream. He's a great human being. He does a lot for a lot of people. He's a man. He's a father, and we're gonna respect him. We're gonna love him. WDDG, and fuck anyone that got anything to say.
Fuck the fake narratives, my nigga. Stop the bullshit. We don't want to hear that shit, bro. That shit is fake.
Listen to R. Kelly.
Call Me Fanta replies, Megan Thee Stallion started this trend of false accusations, and now all females doing it. And Brie replies, she got bruises and a chipped tooth, but she's lying. Y'all are so damn dumb. Essence replies to the clip by saying, oh shit, I was hoping this never came out to the public. Guilty as a motherfucker. Lucky replies, innocent until proven guilty. Subject Property also posts this Adin Ross clip on the FOMO subreddit. And Lazy Entertainer replies, trash defending trash. And Category Sad says, he's a father, he's a human being. Okay, what's Halle then? I hate the way trash people always deflect like this. And Kins Crack replies, like being a father and a human being stops someone from being a terrible person, when history has proven time and time again it absolutely does not. Charlotte T replies, in no way am I blaming Halle at all, especially because she was young when she first started dating DDG, but it's absolutely imperative that we as women pay close attention to how men treat their past partners. Around the time that Halle and DDG went public, Ruby Rose mentioned that DDG was physically abusive with her. And Chaotic Good replies, yep, the warning signs were there. Not only that, but the way he treated her when she was blowing up was foul. And We Back the Prequel replies, ending that rant with listen to R. Kelly is crazy. I don't care if that's your homeboy's name or some inside joke, that's wild and a show of character. And Kins Crack again replies, he's probably dead serious. He was literally just attacking Doechii, calling her all types of names. Akademiks TV tweets out the message we looked at earlier and says, DDG's text to Halle is from tomorrow, but Halle response to his text is from today. How is that possible? Attaching this image circling that it says tomorrow and this new text that Halle sent in response where she says, Daryl, are you not tired of harassing me? You make up a new lie on me every day. I'm in St. Lucia having fun with Shermay and Chloe. Not with any man out here. I wouldn't do that. I have Halo. I told your mom I was going to be with my sister last week. Please let me enjoy my Mother's Day in peace. I hope you are okay and feel better soon. Antonio replies, she's on a MacBook. Are you slow? And Top Notch Media says, nah, you slow. Ain't no such thing as tomorrow on iCloud. Antonio says, it's a scheduled text, bro. DDG Updates tweets out, TMZ said DDG sent this text on 20/27/8/27. DDG was literally live at this time on Sunday. What the fuck are they talking about? Again, showing the text and showing this picture of a live stream VOD. Wayne replies, I'm not defending anything till I see both sides, but can someone explain to me why that shit says tomorrow? That gotta be fake or something. And Leah replies with this image in the caption, it's a scheduled text message, showing lol for tomorrow at 12:22 p.m. And Wayne replies, maybe I'm dumb, but I still don't get it, because how could DDG schedule a message but she still got it? It doesn't make sense. And Leah says, iOS has a new feature where you can schedule a text message for someone. Let's say that it's 10 p.m. right now and you're asleep, but I want to text you good morning before you wake up. But you wake up at 6 a.m. before I do. I would go to messages and schedule a good morning text for 6 a.m. Spin replies, but why would her text say tomorrow? His would say that, but not hers. And Nikki-san says, it's not on iOS. Just say y'all are poor. This is on a MacBook. My MacBook Pro does the same thing. It's set a day behind. And Spin says, I'm poor, but your laptop can't tell the right time. 330 tweets out this clip with a bunch of laughing emojis.
Guys, like I've always been a little scared of the dentist, but I'm going for my regular cleaning and also because I chipped my tooth and I'm just a little nervous.
Mia replies, wait, what does this prove? I'm confused. And 330 says, I chipped my tooth, but said DDG slammed her face into the steering wheel, lol. And Mia replies, why would she tell her Snapchat story that DDG did that to her? I'm not saying he did, but let's be for real. And Unknown replies, why would she wait 4 months and for her to get accused of cheating to come out with this information? Everything she is claiming happened in January. And Mia replies, we don't know when Halle filed for the restraining order. This stuff is just coming out now. And Luke says, let me slam your face into a steering wheel and see if just your tooth gets chipped. I Am One Legend posts on our Black People Twitter, another loser to add to the list, from Blue Sky, showing this post from Will, quote tweeting someone reporting the story, where Will says to DDG, all the worst men you know finna start acting like this dude can rap for real now. Okay Escape tweets out, 2025 and dudes still out here hitting women. And Shirley replies, it's because other men don't beat their ass for doing it. Technical Recover says, I really hate that she got pregnant by this loser. I was once one of those people who was trying to see it through, as I hate wishing bad bad on people, kind of like Keke Palmer situation, but honey, you really cannot give grown-ass men the benefit of the doubt. And the rural juror replies, do y'all ever realize how younger women always romanticize the bad boys and are crazy over them until they actually end up in a horrible experience with one? Like, they ignore all the warnings and signs and testimony from women who went through it. They think they'll find one who will be mean to everyone else, but specifically nice to them. Cut and Cheeseburgers replies, unpopular opinion, women, especially black women, need to stop having children with these guys before marriage. Date for 2 years or even longer, then get married and start having babies. Stop rushing into motherhood, otherwise you'll end up with losers like this. Respect yourselves and respect your bodies. And Safe Maintenance says, married men kill their wives all the time. This isn't the solution. Snip tweets out these two pictures in the caption. Fans are speculating that Halle Bailey has been caught lying about DDG and his domestic abuse after finding old TikToks of her with that exact chip in her tooth years before they met. Attaching this picture from 2022 where she captions it, I think my TikTok's fixed, guys, pointing at her tooth. Here's it zoomed in. And Eternal replies saying, fans would be wrong. You can see the damage here, comparing the new picture of the teeth and the old one. Lane replies, when you chip a tooth, it's very likely it will continue flaking off. And Bora says, I chipped a tooth and never for once has it flaked off. This is getting 19 years now. Scooper Ryan then tweets out, Akademiks' reaction to Halle Bailey filing a restraining order against DDG, attaching this clip.
Halle claims DDG. Oh, boy. If they can't win the public narrative, they make the accusations. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Halle Bailey claims DDG attacked her multiple times, gets restraining order. Again, I keep telling you, all these women, something happened, they run to the bathroom, they take pictures, and they keep it in the tuck.
Drake and 5 replies, Ak literally told DDG she was gonna do this. And Scooper Ryan also tweets out this clip with the caption, DDG has decided to cancel his stream with Adin Ross to deal with things behind the scenes after TMZ released an article saying Halle Bailey filed a restraining order against him.
Cool and shit. Listen, bro, I had DD dress me. Chad, DD is not gonna come on the stream. He's just gotta go handle what he's gotta handle. So all love to my brother. We will figure something out to redo this. I can still go to the studio with Cuff him, whatever y'all prefer. All love, all love. My chain, DD, I give it back to him. We're gonna go back to the warehouse, right?
I believe so.
And Jacob replies, assuming he's innocent, this is actually very evil to do to a guy. And Pan says, there are multiple videos and photos against him. They don't file a protective order over nothing. Don't protect this piece of shit. Frosted Flake tweets out, they saying Halle, a person who has been famous since she was 11/12, is using a DDG, balding streamer, for clout and fame. And Young Rich Skinny corrects her saying since she was 5. 555 tweets out, we've seen DDG document his whole life every day for the past 10 years. A man who cherishes his mom and sister and all the women in his life. I ain't believing someone backed by Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Disney. Dr. TT tweets out, has bruises, a chipped tooth, court docs, and a whole baby to protect. DDG, this ain't true. People who will side with a man just because he's a man.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
Ari tweets out, DDG's mama, by the way. You gotta be kidding me. Attaching an Instagram post that she made where she says, I don't usually comment or say anything on this internet, even with all the negativity, the lies, and hatred towards mine. However, these accusations have made me realize that I have been quiet too long. Nokia replies, it's giving she smooches up her sons and warns them of gold-digging females. And Ari says, hate them type of mothers. Akademiks TV then tweets out, Halle Bailey will only let DDG see his son for 6 hours once a week. Send the Jewish lawyers, Adin. Showing this first picture that the child custody is yes, solely to me, that being Haley. Along with that, she does not want visits or parenting time with the children. And then the second image shows that there is monitored visits, professional, a safe visit, and it says visits only when child is in LA. If Halo is with me, out of LA due to work, no visit shall proceed. Once a week for 6 hours. 641 replies, bet that dude Halo gonna grow up and hate his mama. DDG has yet to put out a statement at the time of this recording, so subscribe with notifications on so that way you do not miss it. Shout out to our tier 3 members, internet representatives Kiko and Salsad. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll see you all in the next episode.